How do you handle disrespect? This is a crucial question because if there's one thing that can make a man throw away his entire life, it's disrespect. You often hear people say that women are emotional and men are logical, but when it comes to being disrespected, men often discard all logic. This is evident in traffic incidents where minor issues lead to men fighting as if there's no tomorrow. Here's a harsh reality. Many people worldwide are rotting away in prison cells, never to taste freedom again, all because they reacted poorly to disrespect in a fleeting moment. It's easy to judge these men, but eventually, you too will be tested. Someone will say something to you or your loved ones that will make your blood boil, and you might do something foolish. The Stoics devised a solution for this issue, so in this video, we'll discuss 8 Stoic lessons on handling disrespect. Make sure to watch until the end, because the last one might be the most important. Number 1, stay calm and avoid retaliation. When someone disregards or insults you, it's tempting to let anger take over and seek revenge, but this is dangerous. Acting aggressively, even if it feels justified, usually worsens things in the long run. Instead, stay calm, take a deep breath, and detach your emotions from the situation. Doing this allows you to see things from a broader perspective, as if watching pieces on a chessboard, bringing clarity, and realizing that 9 out of 10 times, the situation isn't worth a response. Remember, it's not the disrespectful act itself that causes harm. Disrespect alone isn't hurtful or offensive. It's our interpretation and thoughts about it that trigger feelings of hurt or anger. When someone disrespects you, remind yourself that their behavior reflects their own thoughts and opinions, not a divine judgment of your true value. They're not God, so their negative opinion is meaningless. This shift in perspective helps you maintain inner calm and respond more rationally if a response is needed. I'm not suggesting you tolerate or accept disrespect, but handle it with self-control and dignity. By remaining calm, you show you're not easily swayed by external events. Number 2, set clear boundaries. Stoicism doesn't advocate for passivity or becoming a doormat. When someone disrespects you, you don't have to silently endure it, nor respond with uncontrolled anger. You can be both calm and assertive. Establish clear boundaries that safeguard your dignity, and when someone crosses those boundaries, communicate what was done wrong and how you expect to be treated. Maintain strong eye contact while doing this. Don't look at the ground or break eye contact like a coward. Instead, be firm with the gaze of a lion. This instantly makes it clear that you're serious about your boundaries and respect yourself, letting others know that you demand respect in any circumstance. Number 3, reflect on yourself. Most people prefer to blame others, insisting it's always someone else's fault and they've never done anything wrong. It's crucial to self-reflect and remain brutally honest with yourself, considering if you've done something to trigger the disrespect. Ask yourself questions like, is there any truth in what the person said or did? Did I say or do anything that provoked this situation? You might realize you've made a mistake and that a simple apology could de-escalate the situation. Self-reflection helps you gain a better understanding of the event and your own role in it. Number 4, consider the source. When someone insults or demeans you, pause to reflect before reacting. Is their behavior a reflection of their own pain, insecurity, or ignorance rather than an accurate judgment of you? Don't take brief interactions personally. As Seneca stated, he who takes offense when no offense is intended is a fool. Yet he who takes offense when offense is intended is also a fool. Often what people attack in you mirrors what they attack in themselves. So let it roll off your back and have some compassion, as some people hate themselves. Number 5, acceptance. No matter who you are, you will face disrespect in your life, from childhood to old age. No matter how kind or strong you are, everyone encounters disrespect, and there's no escaping it. Disrespect is a part of life, and we must accept that reality and focus on what we can control. How we respond to it is where our power lies. Understand that while you can't control how others treat you, you can decide how you react to disrespect. This understanding liberates you from the unnecessary burden of anger and resentment. By adopting the Stoic principle of acceptance, you're not passively tolerating disrespect, but actively choosing to remain unfazed by it. You're focusing on what truly matters and channeling your energy into areas where you can make a difference. Life's challenges, including disrespect, are not unconquerable obstacles, but opportunities for personal growth and self-mastery. Number 6, use humor. Responding to disrespect with humor is a subtle yet powerful art, an underrated way to diffuse tense situations. Imagine you're met with disrespect, and instead of fighting fire with fire by becoming angry or defensive, you respond with a funny and witty joke. This touch of humor shifts the energy of the interaction, often making the person who disrespected you feel awkward because your lightheartedness shows you have no bad intentions. This approach highlights that people often exhibit disrespect out of their own insecurities or frustrations, and a humorous response can catch them off guard, changing the dynamics of the conversation. Using humor demonstrates emotional intelligence and self-control, allowing you to rise above negativity and create a more positive atmosphere, even in the face of disrespect. This practice isn't about belittling or dismissing the disrespect, but about diffusing tension and promoting more respectful and productive interactions. It showcases your ability to maintain composure and respond creatively. Number 7. Practice active listening. This might sound crazy, but sometimes the best way to deal with disrespect is simply to listen. Listen to the disrespectful person to gain a better understanding of their concerns and issues. Active listening is a superpower, tuning into the other person's concerns or issues, even if their delivery lacks respect. Instead of reacting defensively or shutting them out, try to listen actively. You want to understand the root of their concerns, even if they're masked by disrespect. By doing this, you're showing that you want to see the bigger picture. Active listening allows you to peel back the layers of disrespect and see the underlying issues. This Stoic approach isn't about condoning or excusing disrespectful behavior, but fostering understanding and empathy. By actively listening, you're demonstrating that you won't let their negative behavior trigger a defensive reaction, but will respond with curiosity and compassion. This isn't easy and requires you to remain stoic and display emotional intelligence. But if you manage to do it, you'll sometimes uncover issues you wouldn't have found otherwise. Remember, sometimes a person may have a good reason to be upset, but their emotions can mess up their delivery. Number 8. Choose forgiveness. Most people explode in anger when disrespected, but the superior option is to forgive. Stoics believe that forgiveness is not a favor for others, but a gift you give to yourself. Holding on to resentment is like being chained, and although you may think your resentment is justified, the reality is that it only limits you, not anyone else. Forgiveness is the real key to inner peace and happiness. However, forgiveness isn't always easy. Sometimes it takes time, and it doesn't mean forgetting what happened. Instead, it means choosing to let go of negative emotions that harm you more than anyone else. We should forgive others, but not recklessly. Forgive with wisdom, compassion, and justice. Forgiveness is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It's not surrender, but victory. It's not a sacrifice, but a reward. By the way, if you want to level up in life, don't forget to show some love by hitting the like and subscribe button. Until next time.